Hey guys, Brett with Brett's Crappy Shots here, and today I've got the Crosman Nitro Venom. It is a .177 caliber nitro piston powered brake barrel, and I've also got the UTG SWAT scope. It is a 4 by 16 by 44 adjustable objective over on the side. I got this on Amazon for $104, and I liked it so much I bought another one. I've got two of these scopes because I like them so much. It's a 30mm scope, and the glass is real nice in it, and honestly, I kind of like these scopes a little bit better than the Hawk scope that I had, or I still have it, but I don't use it as much anymore since I found these. This gun at Walmart is $185.61. Comes with the Weaver mount right here. Comes with the Weaver. God, I can't talk. And it claims to do 1,200 feet per second. At the end of the video, I'll run through the chronograph data like I normally do. It's not quite hitting 12. Honestly, it's not even hitting 1,000 with lead pellets. It might do it with alloys, but I don't have alloys in 177. It takes 35 pounds of pressure to cock this gun, and in doing so I've actually kind of hurt my shoulder, so if you see me struggling, that's probably why. The shoulder's kind of wore out from shooting this gun so much, and the Crosman F4 that I was shooting yesterday, I've just worn my right shoulder out, so I'm going to be trying to swap over to my other side there and trying that out. And you can also get it from Air Gun Depot for $159.99, or you can get the synthetic stock instead of the wood stock, which this is really nice wood stock. I don't know if you can tell, but the checkering on it and all, it's actually quite nice. I really like the way this wood stock is, and if you know me and the guns that I own, I don't own a wood stock. I typically don't care for them. They're heavier, and a lot of times I don't like the way the wood looks. But this is a nice wood stock, and it's solid. It's a hefty gun. It weighs 7.6 pounds without the scope, and it is 46 inches long. You can also get, like the synthetic stock from PatriotFirearmsUSA.com for $132.99, and I haven't talked to them about it, but they could probably offer you free shipping if you told them, if you contacted them and told them I sent you. They may give you free shipping. I'm not too sure. I know on the gauntlets they will, but I'm going to try and shoot this with 3 different pellets, although with my shoulder messed up I might not be able to quite get all 30, so I may just have to cut it down to just 2 pellets, 2 types of pellets for 10 shot groups. So we'll see how it goes. So let's get to shooting. First, I'm going to start with the Winchesters. They're a round nose pellet, and everywhere I've found online says that they are a 9.8 grain pellet. Although they're moving faster than some of the lighter pellets I have, so I'm not sure how accurate that really is. Whoa, okay, I'm already loaded. Let's put that one back then. Okay. And I know it's a break barrel. You're supposed to have the artillery hold, and this gun likes the artillery hold. It really does. It is very picky on how you hold it. It's fussy, for sure. But I can't do the artillery hold to save my life. So I've got the front rest lubed up with silicone, and I've got this back piece lubed up with silicone. I've also got the bottoms of the stock lubed up with silicone so that it can slide, and it does. It's got some recoil to it. The F4 has some recoil, and it's a lighter gun, but this gun, it recoils more than the F4. So let's get to shooting. I had it right the first time. No, I didn't either. Okay, here we go. And I'm holding real loose. I'm just basically enough force to be able to pull the trigger without moving the gun. And I hit way high with that one. I'm not used to cocking with my left hand, even though I shoot left-handed. I've watched my mom pick daisies off at 15 yards with this gun using the artillery hold. So I know the gun is accurate. I've seen what it can do. I'm just unable to shoot it accurately. Although these three pellets, the Winchesters, the round nose, and the Crosman Premier hollow points, along with the Gammo red fires, have all been my most accurate pellets in this gun. And I was able to get just ragged holes with them earlier this week, but I left them out, and the rain, it's rained all week here in Virginia, so those targets have become ruined. I've shot this gun along with the F4 over 1,000 times combined in the couple of days that I've had enough sunshine to be able to come out and shoot. And one thing I did learn is that honestly you need to shoot about 50 of a certain pellet through the gun for it to begin to light them. But that goes for the Gammo red fires and the Crosman hollow points and the Winchesters. The others, the destroyers, the wad cutters, the Crosman gold flights, and the Gammo silent cats, you can shoot the entire 10 through it. It doesn't matter. It don't like them. Or at least this particular gun don't. My mom says she's had great luck out of the destroyers, but I've yet to see it. And I've got mosquitoes all over the place here. It's driving me nuts. I really like this scope. For it to be $100 scope, it gives you a lot more than just $100 worth, if you ask me. It's got range estimation and all built in if you do the math. It's got 36 colors illuminated reticle. And the parallax is over here on the side instead of up here. I love that. And you can lock these turrets down so that if you bump the gun or whatever, it doesn't move. The first 3 or 4 of these were actually hitting quite high, but the rest of them are kind of coming together as a nice little group. I'm just holding the gun real loose. Okay, that was 10 on the Winchesters. So let's do 10 on the Crosman hollow points. Reckon mosquitoes. On the chronograph, the best foot-pounds of energy that I got out of any pellet was the Winchesters, the round nose. I don't know if you can see that. I'll get up later and get in closer. It shows that they're moving about 950 feet per second, which would put them, if they're truly 9.8 grains, at an average of 19 to 20 foot-pounds of energy. So that's by far the best ones, if it truly is 9.8 grains. I don't have one of those measuring devices to be able to tell me just how much those pellets weigh for sure, but wow, that's 3 in the same freaking hole. Ha ha! Yay! Okay. All other pellets were 15 foot-pounds of energy or below. So that's kind of what makes me think that the 9.8 grain, there's a starling. Okay, it flew away. That leads me to think that maybe the 9.8 grain is not correct, because they're really moving a lot faster than some of the lighter pellets. Like these Crosman hollow points, they're lighter and they're hitting like 920. So Yeah, these Crosman hollow points are doing quite well in it. The Winchesters, I was able to get the group about the same after I did about 40 shots through. That group's opening up a little bit now. But I have done a trigger mod to it. You know, I put in the roller bearing and took out the adjustment screw, and that really helps out these Crosman triggers a lot, and it does help me be a little bit more accurate with them. And if you're curious on how to do that Crosman trigger mod with the roller bearing, look up Kenny Cormady's My Airgun Reviews on YouTube, and he's got a really good video demonstrating on how to do it. And if you want the roller bearings, they're on Amazon. You can get a 10-pack for like $4 or something. Yeah, these pellets are doing really good right now. The goal is to just let the gun move as it wants. Alright, that's all for the Crosmans. Now the Gammo Red Fires. These were the first pellet that I discovered that it liked. It only took me about 3 pellets for it to really start grouping in good. With that said, with the lead of the other 2 in there, I'm not sure how they'll react. So we'll see how it does. Bring it down some. These also did quite well in the Crosman F4 that I did yesterday. They've done good in pretty much every gun that I've put them in. That's a 177. And if that keeps up, then I'll be happy with that group, because they're pretty close to one another. Yes, one big ragged hole right now. I hope I can keep that up. I'll be real happy. These pellets are expensive. They're like $8 for 150 or 125 of them, something like that. And you can get them up at Walmart right off the shelf. But they're just like the Predator poly mags. Every gun I've shot those in likes them. So if you shoot a lot like I do, I'd recommend trying the Gammo red fires if you can stand to pay that much for pellets. Okay, my camera cut off on me. Not really sure why, but I've already gone through all 10 of them, but just for shoots and giggles, we'll do 11. Oh, there we go. Okay, I guess we've done 9. This is my 10th one. All right. Okay. There's 10 shots of the Gammo red fire, and we've already done 10 shots of the Winchesters and 10 shots of the Crosman Premiers. So let's go up and talk about the target here in just a second. Do I recommend this gun? Well, if you're looking for a 177 break barrel that has plenty of power and you want a wood stock, yeah, could you find a better deal? Possibly. I'd say you could probably search online and maybe find a cheaper one. But this gun, if you can master the artillery hold, I have seen my mom standing up pick daisies off at 15 yards. That to me is pretty spectacular. Now me, I can't do that. I'm not steady enough, I can't do it. But you know, we're shooting at a range of about 23, 24 yards, and I'm getting decent groups, especially it's on a bench rest. Yeah, it slides and moves, but it's not quite the way that it wants to. It wants to go straight back and then jump forward, and it does kind of keep it from doing that. So I'll pause you. We'll go up and talk about the target real quick. Alright. I've got mufflers in behind just as a good backstop, which these, it just kind of chews right through. This one, it stops even my 25 cal crawl. So that stainless steel GM muffler, it can take a beating and keep on ticking, but the two cheaper turbo mufflers, it just cuts right through them like it's butter. But here's our groups. Here's the Gammo red fires. Let me see if it's focusing. Yeah, the Gammo red fires. That's my thumb. I've got small thumbs too, so you know, that's not too bad. I got 3 flyers. This was actually one of the ones I pulled, and then the next one kind of come in right beside of it. So, you know, I've got one down low, one off to the right, and then one up high. So for me, that's an amazing group. And then next we've got the Winchester round nose, and these I've been able to maintain inside of a group like this. So you just have to shoot a ton of them through, you know, clean the barrel, shoot a ton of them through, and you should get a really nice tight group. These were my first 3 shots. The rest of them started grouping quite nicely. So if these truly are a 9.8 grain pellet, these offer you the most knockdown power out of this rifle. And I'll show you the crony data here in a minute. Next is the Crosman hollow points, and they do quite well. Granted, they're just like the Winchesters over there. You gotta clean the barrel and shoot about 30 to 40, maybe even 50, and then you start getting tight groups. This isn't the tightest group I've shot, mostly because of that one, but you know, that's my thumb. Not too bad. So I like the gun. It's fun. It's got a lot of recoil though. It's not, you know, like a powder burner or anything, but for an air gun, it does jump quite a bit. So my final thoughts on the gun: if you like wood stocks and you like Crosman guns and you're looking for a 177, a Venom, they're good guns. You know, like I said, my mom can hit daisies at 15 yards using the Crosman destroyer pellets. I can barely hit the broadside of a barn with the destroyers out of it. But that's just me. I didn't name this Brett's Crappy Shots for nothing. I'm a crappy shot. So, like, share, comment, subscribe, and here's the crony data. Okay, here we go. First off, got the Crosman 177 hollow points. It's got a standard deviation of 8.3 feet per second, an extreme spread of 29, and it's got about an average of 15 foot-pounds of energy, moving at the average of 924 feet per second. Not too shabby. Next, we've got the Gammo balls, round balls. These things are ridiculous in a break barrel. Every now and then you'll get one that fits tightly and shoots great, but you can't hit the broadside of a barn with it. They're not really meant for break barrels, but I still find it interesting to put it in a break barrel rifle. So it's just kind of there for your amusement. And then we've got the Winchesters, which I marked does well. As you saw earlier in the video, they do actually do quite well. And the foot-pounds of energy, that's the thing that really makes these stand out in this gun, if they truly are 9.8 grains. I can't emphasize that enough. I don't think they are, but all the information I can find about them online points to them being 9.8 grains. If that's true, then you're getting almost 20 foot-pounds of energy out of a 177. Granted, there are some guns that shoot higher than that. Some guns don't come anywhere close. But this one moves those pellets at an average of 952 feet per second with a standard deviation of only 7.9. So that right there tells you that those pellets are actually kind of decent. And they look, to me, a lot like the H&N field target trophies. Just the way they're shaped and the way the lead's made and all, it looks a lot really similar to those. They do quite well. Next, I've got the Crosman wad cutters. These were topping out at about 14 foot-pounds of energy with an average of 915 feet per second. These are a little bit lighter than most of the others. They're 7.4 grain. So that's why the decrease in foot-pounds. Next, got the destroyers. These are the same weight as the wad cutters, with a standard deviation of 16 and a average of 922 feet per second. It had an extreme spread of 46. That to me makes them quite inaccurate because they're never traveling at the close to the same rate of speed, so some will be higher, some will be lower. Now we've got the Crosman Gold Flights. I only shot 5 because it was getting late in the afternoon and the chronograph wasn't picking up quite right. Every couple of shots it'd error out. So with the Crosmans, we had an average of 785 feet per second. These are a heavy pellet. I believe they're 10.5 grains. An extreme spread of 24, standard deviation of 9.8, and they only had 11 foot-pounds of energy. Next are the Silent Cats. These are the heaviest pellets that I tested in this gun. They were 10.8 grains, beating out the Gold Flights slightly. They had an average of 765 feet per second, an extreme spread of 129. Some of these were fitting really loose in the barrel, while some, you almost needed a hammer to beat them in. So that's probably why they had such a difference in feet per second. The fastest one moving at 797 feet per second, or 798, I'm sorry, generated 15 foot-pounds of energy. The slowest generated 10. So I wouldn't take those hunting. Next are the Crosman, or the Gamma Red Fires. And these, they did great. Granted, the extreme spread is 17 when I chronographed this. Yesterday, I don't know what my problem was, but nothing seemed to work out right after I did the video for the Crosman F4. My chronograph went all crazy and all on me. But I was averaging with these 930 feet per second, which generated an average of about 15 foot-pounds of energy. So that's really not bad. And those pellets, you know, they're going to penetrate. They've got that sharp polymer tip on them. So, and they shoot great. You know, one ragged hole with a couple of flyers, mostly due to me because I can't shoot a break barrel to save my life. But it's a fun gun. I've had a blast wearing my shoulder out. But if that's kind of what you're in the market for, I'd say give it a try. Thanks for watching, guys and girls. Have fun, be safe out there. Happy shooting.